Once upon a time, in a bustling city, there lived a young man named Leo. Tormented by a flood of anxieties, his mind was like a restless sea, always awash with thoughts of what had been and what was yet to come. The past haunted him, the future terrified him, and thus he failed to grasp the present moment's beauty. This constant overthinking kept him from the peace he so desperately desired. One day, Leo heard about a wise elder living high in the silent mountains, far from the city's noise. It was said that the elder had renounced worldly pursuits and uncovered the divine secret to finding an inner peace which surpassed all understanding. Eager to quiet his mind, Leo felt a pull, a yearning to meet this wise elder and learn his secrets. So he left the roar of the city behind, venturing towards the silence of the mountains. After a long journey, Leo reached the wise elder's home. There, he found the elder sitting peacefully, his face adorned with a warm, inviting smile. In the elder's kind eyes, Leo sensed an immediate comfort, as though he had been expected and welcomed. Leo approached the elder and sat before him. "Sir," Leo began, his voice trembling with sincerity and desperation, "my mind is a battlefield, overwhelmed with thoughts of the past and fear of the future. I seek your wisdom to help me empty my mind and find peace." The elder, zen as the surrounding mountains, replied, "Just as the skies can be cloudy, stormy, or clear, so too is your mind." Leo listened carefully as the elder continued. "A clear sky isn't free of clouds because it fights them away, but because it allows them to pass. Similarly, you must learn to let your thoughts of the past and future drift away, focusing only on the present." "But how do I just let my thoughts drift away?" asked Leo, his face riddled with confusion. "How can I forget my past and not worry about the future?" With an assuring nod, the wise elder responded, "It's not about forgetting the past or being indifferent to the future. It's about learning to dwell in the present. When your mind wanders to yesterday or tomorrow, gently bring it back to today, to the reality of this moment. The present is a gift from God, and it's all we truly have." Leo lifted his eyes to the heavens. "So, by focusing on the present moment, and letting go of the attachment to thoughts, I can empty my mind." "Yes," the elder nodded, his gaze steady and warm. "But remember, emptying your mind isn't the final step to finding inner peace." A puzzled look slipped across Leo's face. "You see," the wise elder continued, "an empty mind will soon be filled. Fill it with something positive, or it will automatically be filled with the same worries and fears that occupied it before. This is why, after emptying your mind, you must meditate on God's Word, and fill your mind with positive thoughts of what is true, noble, pure, and lovely." The elder's words flowed into Leo's consciousness like a soothing balm. He listened to the wise man's words and started practicing what he taught. He learned to pray, to focus on his breath, to meditate on good thoughts, and to replace his worries with positive thinking. As he did this, he started to feel a change. His mind, once a relentless storm filled with worries, was now a zen, tranquil lake reflecting God's love and truth. After weeks of practice, Leo descended from the mountains, his heart lighter and his spirit calmer. He returned to the city, not as the tormented soul he was, but as a beacon of tranquility, his once troubled face now calm and zen. He had learned the secret of inner peace. He had learned to let go of his past, not worry about his future, but to instead live fully in the present moment. He found peace not by evading life's challenges, but by facing them with a renewed mind, firmly grounded in the present and in God's truth. For the rest of his days, he carried with him the wisdom of the elder and the peace that truly surpassed all understanding. From Leo's story, we discover the transformative power of an emptied mind, cleansed of worry and refilled with positive light. It reminds us that peace is not found in the absence of adversity, but in the presence of God. It emphasizes that to truly live, we must live in the present, neither shackled by the past, nor anxious about the future. The tale also reminds us of the transformative power of focusing on what is good, noble, and praiseworthy. Just as Leo replaced his worries with these thoughts, we too can replace negativity with positivity. It's a clear indication that our minds are like vessels, and it's on us to decide what fills them: worries and fears, or faith and positivity. In essence, the path to tranquility and peace starts with an inward journey of stillness and self-awareness, enlightened by God's truth.